Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Today we have a scenario called Old Dogs, New Tricks. It's sent in by DiVeltro. As 1935 starts into its second half, it's becoming clear that the war is coming again to the world. The Admiralty needs to procure new ships, but Parliament is not willing to provide anything. Through negotiations, you have been tasked with pulling HMS Agincourt out of mothballs to refit her with the newest technology available. Show them that an old dog can learn new tricks. You are going to fight a single German battleship of 1935 era technology. Now, it's a simple 1v1. My battleship, the Agincourt, versus theirs. The thing is, there are some restrictions. I'm restricted to the original main armament of 12-inch guns in 7 twin turrets, just as she was built, and I must use heavy shells. Fire control and technology are at your discretion, but you must stay within her original speed of only 22 knots. You may also sacrifice a significant number of your secondary guns in order to increase her protection scheme, and you may add an additional 2,000 tons of armor to her. So that's quite a few restrictions, and more importantly, how the hell am I going to fit 7 dual turrets on this ship? Because this is not going to be an easy task. It's a Dreadnought, and sure enough, they're only 12-inch guns, but Dreadnoughts in this game, with this hull, don't usually have that much deck space. Now the Agincourt, as per her, quite a full hull. Let's see if I can fit this in. Now, more importantly, what's the displacement on these things? Right. Well, the Dreadnought 3 is the one that approaches that the best. How the fuck am I going to fit all this stuff on here? Alright, let's just start building. No. No. Hang on. Tower. What? Super Battleship. No, that's a bit much. Dreadnought 3. There we go. Now I have also gotten access to the older towers. Alright, let's have a look at the blueprint-ish. She doesn't appear to have casemates. I'm not even sure if this is a British hull, by the way. Because you get access to all the different hull types and hull shapes. See, this is not going to fit. But it does sort of resemble the ship. This is going to be tricky. Maybe I can fit it on here. Let's just start with the guns and hope that I can sort of squeeze in the main tower, secondary tower, and such later. Let's go with a tall superimposed barbette and put another 12-inch on there. And then hope. Yeah, that fits. This is going to be really tricky. What I can do is just make the ship larger like that and not use the entirety of the 37,000 tons that I have available. Maybe that's the way to go. Alright, now she's supposed to have a funnel. It doesn't seem like a huge funnel, so maybe just one of those. Oh, look at that. That fits really snugly. Beautiful. Okay, and then another 2 turrets. One looking towards the bow. One looking towards the stern. Yikes. I'm supposed to have 3 dual turrets on here. Nope. Not gonna happen. This is slightly concerning. The fact that I can even put it down there. No, this is not going to fit. I'm going to need a bigger hull. How? Alright, try again. See, I am all for trying weird designs / historical designs, but sometimes it just won't fit. And I am afraid that this might very well be one of those times. Where, as much as I would like to make a historical design, it's just not viable. You see, I just couldn't put the turrets on here. This is supposed to have one looking towards the bow, one towards the stern, and then 3 more here. That is just not going to be possible. Because I would have this turret over here. That's exactly the position where you'd normally place the barbette. Maybe I'm gonna have to take some liberties with this design and say, yes, I will give you your original 7 turrets, just not in the way that you had envisioned it. I'm gonna go with side-mounted turrets, because those I can pretty easily fit. And then just go for another center line, put that over there. Then have a barbette. Really? Okay, no mounts for barbettes. Well, that sucks. There. The thing is, she is already approaching a very high amount of weight displacement. This is gonna cut it down some. Bulkheads, yes, no. Speed to 22 knots. That's the speed she was supposed to have. HMS Agincourt. Barbette armor, yes please. Let's go for a double hull bottom. Oh, actually no, she's been refitted. She has been refitted. She also got a radar. She got stereo 5. She must have heavy shells. We're gonna go for enhanced reloaders and advanced hydraulic turrets. Propellants. They are only 12-inch guns. Their penetrative power will be limited. This means that I'm going to have to figure some way to increase that. Let's say that we're shooting at a range of 20,000 meters. This is 12.8 inches of deck pen. My TNT puts it at 15.1. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. I still have a hefty 4 weight offset, but I don't think that I can do 2. Oh, actually, I thought I already had this turret as far back as it did, but it didn't. Can still increase that. The standard funnel here and there. Any other design limitations that I work with? You're restricted to the original armament of 12-inch guns in 7 twin turrets as she was built, and you must have used heavy shells. Fire control and tech are at your discretion, but you must stay with original speed of 22. Yes, and as for the displacement of the ship, 60 tons. So actually, I can probably put quite a bit more into protection. Let's start with a all or nothing armor. Ooh, that's heavy. Maybe not an all or nothing armor scheme. Turtleback's too heavy as well. Armored citadel. I can go to 31,360. So I still have 1,000 tons left. Anti-flood. Sorry. What is my funnel efficiency anyway? Natural. No, I'll accept that. It's 80%. But it doesn't really take that much power to get up to 22 knots anyway. Crap. Too heavy. I don't like this one bit. This is such an important debuff / buff, depending on how you look at it. Flash fire spreading chance is critical to suppress, and as is fire extinguishing. But this time around, I'll have to make do without it. Unless I'm willing to accept this. No, she's still too heavy. In that case, I'd rather have some better loading capabilities and increase belt armor. As for belt armor, she used to have 9 inches, but I am allowed to take some liberties with that. Turret armor, normally 8 to 12 inch, but in this game currently 15. And I think I'm going to put a bit more into deck armor. 30. Oh, actually, I'm already too heavy. Well, this is going to be it. I was allowed to go to 31,360. She's currently 31,358 with a 0.14 weight offset. But I'm going to take on a 1935 German battleship that does not have the same limitations as the Agincourt does. So I foresee a difficult fight. Doesn't look too intimidating yet. Hello, big guy. What do you like? That's 50,000 tons of battleship. Almost Bismarck-ish in the way that the turrets are set up. Interesting, by the way, that these ones are already pointing up. These ones are aiming. And this one's not. That's really weird. Normally all the guns work in unison. Now I am firing with the 12-inch. And actually it seems fairly accurate. At 20 kilometers you can do 7.4% chance to hit. The German ship is turning. That's going to throw my aim off a little bit. I think the first indication that I'm going to get about what sort of caliber the enemy is using is me getting hit. That's probably the first warning that I will get. Now, zigzagging at 22 knots is not really something that is going to be a viable tactic, I'm afraid. So far, I've hit them once, they've hit me once, no damage either way. Oh, there we go, 0.6. Good start. I think we're going to be lobbing a lot of 12-inch shells at the target. And hope that it's going to be enough. Which is not going to be easy. Another 0.4. Identification almost halfway. It seems like with HE I'm just not doing any damage. What about AP? Because we're just flinging HE at them, which is probably just going to bounce off the armor. If it hits at all. Which it, so far, hasn't really. But AP might come in under such an angle that it actually penetrates the deck armor. Maybe. Oh shit, I've been hit. 16-inch guns? Good God, man, that's not pretty. And I'm using pea shooters. 12-inch. Ow! Another hit. See, this is when I'm starting to miss those reinforced bulkheads of mine. I have maximum amount of bulkheads, but I'm not getting that fire debuff. 65%. Switch to auto again. I'm also only using turrets A, B, and wing, I guess. It's just not doing anything. What sort of a ship am I dealing with here? What am I fighting? 75%. Come left again. 80%. Another round just dings off the Agincourt. Waiting for that shot, literally and figuratively. 92, we're almost there. I'm also going to approach this ship as much as I can to make sure that I can fire at her at a flat angle with a full broadside of the Agincourt, because she does, in an ideal situation, fire 12 turrets, or sorry, 12 guns at the enemy. Ah, well, it's not Bismarck, it's Tirpitz. Holy Jesus, I was a bit off. That's 93,000 tons. With maximum bulkheads. High anti-torp, high anti-flood, aux 2, shaft 3. Oh boy. 12% chance to hit. Oh, sorry, to pen. Not even to hit. 12% chance to pen the target. Their chance to pen me? Even at this angle is remarkably good. Alright, Stealth, you got a ship that has smaller guns. It has a heavier broadside, in the sense that it fires more guns. What it does not have is the ability to penetrate the enemy. Continue closing the distance. Burning the ship down will not work, not with maximum bulkheads. I could try to just close in and hopefully see that pen chance go up and up and up. And stay angled. Slash bow in. So we're starting to do some low amounts of damage, but at least it's better than 0.8. Oh, destroyed main tower. Took out one of the wing turrets, I think. Yeah, port wing turret's gone. Oh, crap. 0.6. Chance to pen, 22%. Agincourt, hard to starboard. Damage to another one of the main guns. 30 points of damage. I have done 53. They have done 600. Look at that. The Tirpitz is just utterly unimpressed with my efforts here. Oh, the belt armor is not up to defending against 16-inch guns. Old dog, new tricks. Yeah, right. Now keep in mind that the Agincourt was designed... So I'm using a ship with, let's say, 1914 limitations against something that the German Navy didn't even have at 93,000 tons. And no wonder that the ship is not doing well. I don't really know how else I could be trying to take that ship on. Torpedoes come to mind, but I'm using torpedoes a lot lately. Yeah, this is just going to be over. Had I stayed more angled, maybe I would have lasted longer, but I also would have had fewer guns. So if you look at it on the timeline, I'd say that the ship couldn't really do that much damage. The Agincourt might have been able to pen the Tirpitz a bit better, but not by much. The way that I did it, I tried to do as much damage as possible, but that didn't quite work. Let's retry. Let's see if I get a different ship. I get a different opponent this time. And as for defenses, I don't know. I'm already trying to operate as much as possible within the limitations that the game has set for me. I am mandated to use heavy shells. Let's go for reinforced bulkheads. I know that puts me... Actually, no. Screw it. We're going to mount torpedo launchers on this thing. Underwaters only. Who knows? It might just be enough. 23-inch fasts. That's going to be a sort of a fallback weapon. And then enhanced loaders. Little overweight, but so be it. Enemy smoke north. Turn around. Speed boost factor 30. Torpedoes off range is a mere 10 kilometers, which is still pretty good for a fast torp. Oh hi. I have already been detected. And more importantly, I'm getting shot at because something over there in the distance. Hold on a minute. Here, 22 kilometers and already shooting at me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shells potentially. 6 shells potentially. This is why I would always prefer that people test drive their scenarios themselves, because it is just a bit easier for me. If somebody had test-driven this scenario for me, they would have probably figured that, well, you know, maybe this design is just not suitable in the actual game. Whereas right now, I'm figuring that, well, A, the turrets don't fit in their original position. I do have 7 turrets of 12-inch guns, but not as what I would like. Oh, nice. But at the same time, it's not quite the ship that I think the creator of the scenario had envisioned himself, or herself. So, if you have the game, test drive the scenario before you send it in, please. If you don't have the game, and you are considering getting it, link down below in the description. I'm not affiliated with the designers, but I do really like the game. And I think it has a lot of promise. So I'm hoping that we're going to see great things from this game, and especially from the campaign. I don't know when it's coming out. I'll shoot another email over to the devs and ask if they have another update. What I do know is that the next game version, Alpha 9, will have quad turrets. And that is very nice. That means that we can start building the French quad turret ships. At least, I know that the French use those quite a bit. Now it seems like this ship is not as deadly. At least I'm able to damage her a bit more. I'm not sure what's going on with her loading system. Because it seems like that ship is taking a lot of time to load every time between shells. Or between salvos. The guns don't strike me as being terribly sizable. I think 16-ish inch. But we'll probably know soon enough, either because I identify the ship, or because I get hit by her. She's hit me 4 times, but done no damage? Curious. ID 96. There we go. Kurfürst Friedrich Wilhelm. 16-inch guns, triple, 33,000 tons. So, displacement-wise, we're fairly evenly matched, is what I was going to say, because I'm still not 40,000 tons. 44,000. I didn't set it to 44,000 ton, or well, I set it to 44,000, I just didn't use all of it. But the game still goes, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Many bulkheads, 25 knots. See, this is an entirely different ship. Light shells. So those 16-inch guns at this angle, well, they still have half a chance, or, well, not half a chance, they still have a 50% chance to pen me. Reload? 58 seconds. Yoinks. Okay, that's pretty long. That's pretty long. What's my chance to pen you? 48. See? Hell of a lot better than when I was fighting that Tirpitz just a moment ago. Rudder damage and flooding. Stern compartment. Another couple of shells bounce off the Agincourt. Another 25 damage. Rudder still damaged, but the flooding's been repaired and the water's been pumped out. 76%. My pen chance is probably going up at this stage. And now comes the question, do I dare and go broadside? Because the Agincourt has that 12-gun broadside versus the 9-gun broadside on the Kurfürst. It also seems like her rangefinding isn't up to snuff. No, you got what? You got a stereoscopic 5 in Gen 2? Radar? How are you not accurate? Are these Mark 1s or something? Or they're Mark 3. Rudder damage and flooding. Again? Look at this, it all bounces off. Sure, I'm angled. More damage to the main gun. This is a fight that the Agincourt will probably win, well, not quite hands down, but so far I haven't really taken any serious damage. Nope, everything bounces off. That could make for an interesting fight, though. I'm going to try and catch a screenshot where the shells are actively bouncing off of the ship. This is going to be pretty minute planning. 16-inch guns are almost reloaded. She's flooding again on her stern. 16-inch guns firing. Now. Missed. Here they come. Looks like I missed to me. Yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Bright hot on her stern. That was a close shot. There's more. Is that gonna bounce? Oh yeah. Whoa, you can actually see the shell. That's new. I didn't know that was in there. These are not the shells that I fired. These are the shells that are bouncing off the hull. That is really impressive. That's the ricochets that we're seeing. And more. You can actually see them just jumping away like that. Doink. Agincourt is at 100%. Sure, she's being dinged a little, but that's all. She is perfectly fine. Flooding and more damage. Are you really going to take no damage from this encounter, Agincourt? Because previously I was able to do almost no damage, and now I'm pretty much kicking this thing. Oh, there we go. Oh. And now it's serious, because now you destroyed a main gun. What's your chance to pen me? 31. That's not too bad. The thing is that the ship is still more or less heading away, so I'm a bit reluctant to launch a torpedo at her. But screw it, we're going to do it anyway. She has detected the torp, but with a damaged rudder and 3 damaged compartments and a flooded engine compartment, I don't think that she's going to be able to do much about that torp, and it is a 23-incher. There it comes. 745 damage. Anti-torp 2 only. Destroyed another main gun. And here I was saying that she couldn't really do that much damage to me. Yeah, she can. Be patient. Because she will. Oh, it looks like the stern gun's gone. Yep. Got destroyed. Bow tube's almost reloaded. Let's get her ready. Ready, ready, ready. Torpedo away. Those things do really reload very quickly. 150 seconds. Once again, the Friedrich detects the torpedo, but once again is unable to do much about it. And these close brawls, those short-range torpedoes, the fast ones, are very useful. Destroyed another main gun. Really? Or did I destroy one of yours? No, I did not. I don't think that starboard torpedo tube has any chance of penning. I'm not even sure it's necessary because she's flooding. Yeah, she's toast. Interesting fight. Interesting fight. So, the question was, can we teach? You be the judge. I'm a bit torn. Yes and no. Because yes, we won one, and no, because we lost one. You be the judge. Anyway, that's all for this vid, and I shall hope to catch you guys tomorrow to do another one. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next one.